3 vitamins to supercharge your legs. Healthy aging tips. Here is the completely rewritten script for Dr. James Caldwell, tailored for an American senior audience with a warm, conversational tone. If you take these 3 specific vitamins every night right before you go to sleep, you're going to notice a real difference in your leg strength. You know, there's a big misconception out there. A lot of seniors are told that their legs getting weaker is just a natural part of getting older. But that's not the whole story. The real culprit is often a silent shortage of 3 essential vitamins that your body desperately needs at night to rebuild that leg strength. And here's the thing nobody mentions. These nutrients are affordable, they're all natural, and frankly, they aren't big money makers for the pharmaceutical industry. That is exactly why you don't see them advertised on TV and why your general practitioner might not bring them up. But the science doesn't lie. Missing just one of these vitamins can jump your risk of leg cramps up by 42%, slow down your muscle recovery by 37%, and actually triple your risk of falling after age 60. Now, the number 1 vitamin I'm going to share with you today has been proven to boost strength by a solid 31%. Despite that, hardly any seniors are taking it. Why? Because treating the symptoms is more profitable than fixing the root cause. When your body is low on these nutrients, your muscles can't bounce back, your nerves stop talking to each other properly, and your legs, your very foundation, start to give out. Recent studies have shown that folks who take these specific vitamins at bedtime see faster muscle repair, less leg pain, and much better balance in just a matter of days. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 3 most critical vitamins every person over 60 should be taking before bed to get that leg strength back fast. We'll count them down from number 3 to the most powerful one, all based on some eye-opening new research. Everything I'm sharing is backed by science, and I've put links to all the studies in the description so you can check them out yourself. But before we get started, do me a favor and drop a comment below. Let me know where you're watching from, how young you are, and what vitamins you're currently taking daily. I try to reply to as many comments as I can with suggestions tailored to you. So don't be shy. This is a great opportunity to get some real answers based on your age and what your legs really need. All right, let's kick things off with the first vitamin on our list, which is one that most seniors are barely getting enough of. Number 3 is vitamin B12. Now, most of you have heard of B12, but very few realize just how vital it is for keeping your legs strong, your movement steady, and helping your muscles repair overnight. You can think of vitamin B12 like the electrical wiring in your house that keeps the connection between your muscles and nerves running smoothly. The second that level drops, your legs start to struggle. It's not just about losing muscle, it's that the signal from your brain to your legs starts getting fuzzy. Over time, that turns into weakness. Then you start feeling off balance, and that leads to dangerous falls. Here is the issue. Once you pass 60, your body gets really bad at pulling B12 out of the food you eat. It's not your fault. As we age, our stomachs produce less hydrochloric acid, which is the key to unlocking B12 from protein. So even if you're eating a steak, fish, or eggs, your digestive system might not be absorbing what your nerves and muscles are crying out for. Actually, the National Institutes of Health states that up to 43% of folks over 60 are low or borderline low on B12, and most don't have a clue. The symptoms creep up on you. First, maybe your feet feel a little numb, then you get some tingling, then your calves feel stiff, and then one day your knees just give out when you try to stand up. Why? Because B12 is crucial for maintaining the myelin sheath, which is like the insulation around your nerves. Without enough B12, that insulation wears down. And when the nerves controlling your legs get damaged, the brain's messages can't get through. That is why a lot of seniors with a B12 deficiency have symptoms that look a lot like early Parkinson's or diabetic neuropathy, moving slowly, walking unsteadily, dragging a foot, or having leg cramps that get worse at night. A 2017 study in the journal Neurology followed 2,500 seniors and found that those with low B12 were almost 3 times more likely to have trouble walking and had a 60% higher risk of falling. But here is the most critical part, the timing. Your nervous system does its healing while you sleep. That's when your body fixes damaged nerve tissue, resets the signals to your muscles, and runs repair cycles in your legs. If B12 isn't there during that window, your nerves can't recover. That's why taking B12 before bed is a game changer. It puts that nutrient right into your bloodstream exactly when your body's ready to rebuild. And don't worry, unlike coffee or other stimulants, B12 actually supports a calm, steady brain. It won't keep you up. In fact, many seniors tell me they sleep deeper and feel more rested when they take it at night. Now let's talk about the type of B12. They aren't all the same. The best version for seniors is called methylcobalamin. It's a form your body can use right away, which is huge if your digestion isn't what it used to be. You want the sublingual tablets, the ones that melt under your tongue. They bypass your stomach entirely and go straight into your system. If you're just relying on swallowing pills or a regular multivitamin, you might still be running low. So how fast does it work? Well, clinical data shows that seniors who get their B12 levels back up see better muscle control, faster nerve reactions, and stronger legs in just 10 to 14 days. One case study even showed a senior who couldn't walk on their own for more than 10 minutes get full mobility back after just 6 weeks of daily B12. These aren't miracles. It's just basic science applied at the right time. So if your legs feel slow, numb, or stiff, or if you're twitching at night or feeling wobbly, start by checking your B12. It's more than a supplement. It's a necessary signal for your body. The longer you wait, the harder it is to get that strength back. Moving on to vitamin number 2. This is a nighttime nutrient that actually fuels muscle growth and has been shown to turn leg weakness around in just 2 weeks of bedtime use. Number 2 is vitamin D3. This might catch you off guard. We call D3 the sunshine vitamin and usually think it's just for bones. But after 60, D3 becomes one of the most powerful tools you have to build and protect muscle, specifically in your legs. And if you aren't taking it before you sleep, you are missing a huge recovery window. Here is why this is so important right now. Over 70% of seniors are low on vitamin D3, often without knowing it. The science is definitive here. Low D3 leads directly to weaker legs, slower recovery, and more falls. Let's break it down. Vitamin D3 isn't just about calcium. It plays a huge role in muscle protein synthesis. That's the process of building and repairing muscle fibers. After 60, your body's ability to rebuild muscle after a day of activity drops off fast. That's why you can just potter around the house and still wake up sore. When D3 is low, that rebuilding process crawls to a halt. That is when sarcopenia kicks in, that's age-related muscle loss, and it usually hits the legs first. Your thighs, calves, and glutes start to lose mass. You might not see it in the mirror right away, but you'll feel it. Getting out of a chair is harder. Stairs take longer. You avoid standing in line. Your world starts to get smaller. In a 2020 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, they tracked seniors with low D3. They found that those who took D3 at night saw a 19% boost in leg strength and 34% fewer falls over 3 months. That is huge. Why? Because D3 activates receptors in your muscles that trigger strength and stability. These receptors are busiest during deep sleep when growth hormone is released. That makes bedtime the perfect time to take it. But there is more. D3 also calms down inflammation inside your muscles. You know that deep ache in your thighs or burning in your calves at night? That can be chronic microinflammation, and D3 helps manage that. A 2022 study from Frontiers in Aging found that seniors low in D3 had double the amount of nighttime leg pain and much slower muscle repair. The folks who took D3 before sleep didn't just have less pain. They walked faster and had better balance after 6 weeks. Now here is where most people make a mistake. They take D3 with breakfast or they forget it. But when you take it at night, it syncs up with your body's repair cycle. That is when the magic happens. Muscles aren't built while you're walking or doing chores. They are built while you sleep, and they need D3 to do it. And no, the sun isn't enough anymore. After 60, your skin is about 74% less efficient at making D3 from sunlight. So even if you're outside gardening, you might not be making enough. Supplements aren't really optional at this point. For best results, most seniors do well with 2,000 to 4,000 IU of D3 nightly. But check your blood levels to be sure. Always pick D3, not D2. And try taking it with a little healthy fat, like some almond milk or a slice of avocado, to help it absorb. And don't worry, D3 won't mess up your sleep. Some studies actually suggest it helps you sleep better by calming the nervous system and stopping those leg cramps. So if your legs feel tight, or you can't seem to get strong even with exercise, or you're walking slower, it could be a D3 deficiency holding you back every night. Fixing this one habit gives your muscles the fuel they need. But that brings us to the most powerful vitamin of the bunch, the one most seniors have never even thought about. It doesn't just support strength, it helps reverse years of muscle loss, aids collagen repair, and wakes up muscle memory even after age 70. Number 1 is vitamin K2. This is the nutrient almost no one is talking about, but it might be the biggest game changer for rebuilding leg strength quickly. I'm not talking about K1, which is in spinach. This is K2, and it works deep in your bones and muscles to fix what aging is taking away. If you're over 60 and your legs feel weak, achy, or shaky, or your knees pop when you stand, or your calves feel rubbery by lunchtime, your body is likely starving for K2. So what is K2 doing? Simply put, it's the traffic cop for calcium. It tells calcium to go into your bones where it belongs and keeps it out of your arteries, joints, and soft tissues. Without K2, calcium gets lost. It stiffens up your blood vessels, creates deposits in your joints, and hardens your tissues. That's why so many seniors have weak bones, but also tight, aching legs. The calcium is in the wrong spot. But here's the secret. K2 is also vital for turning on muscle repair genes. In a 2021 study in the journal Nutrients, researchers gave older adults daily K2 and watched what happened. In just 8 weeks, leg strength increased by 21% and standing balance improved by 31%. That isn't just a supplement boost, that is real muscle activation. And the results were best in those taking it before bed when bones and muscles rebuild. K2 also works as a partner with vitamin D3. D3 pulls calcium into your blood. K2 makes sure it lands in your bones, not your joints. Without enough K2, taking D3 can actually cause issues because you're moving calcium around without a guide. That's why some folks take D3 and still get stiff joints. The missing piece is almost always K2. Plus, K2 activates a protein called osteocalcin, which builds bone but also helps with how your muscles use energy. This is crucial if you're dealing with prediabetes or poor circulation. A clinical trial showed that seniors taking K2 had better blood sugar control and could walk longer. And taking it before bed helps replenish muscle energy stores, so you have stronger legs the next day without that heavy, tired feeling. The problem is, K2 is hard to find in our modern diet. It's mostly in fermented foods like natto or certain aged cheeses. Unless you eat that stuff daily, you aren't getting enough. Using a supplement with MK7, which is the most absorbable form of K2, is your best bet, especially at night. MK7 hangs around in the body longer, giving you consistent support while you sleep. Taking K2 before bed is like flipping the on switch for your body's repair factory. If you are already taking D3, K2 is the key to unlocking its full potential. So if stairs are getting harder, or you have new knee pain, it's time to add K2. This one vitamin could be the reason your muscles aren't bouncing back. Now let's make this practical. I'm going to break down exactly how to add these to your routine so it's easy and stress-free. Timing and consistency are everything. Start with vitamin B12. Since our digestion slows down with age, get the sublingual methylcobalamin, the dissolvable tablet. Put it under your tongue about 30 minutes before bed. Try to do this on an empty stomach or at least 2 hours after you've eaten dinner. This lets it go right into your blood without food getting in the way. Put the bottle next to your toothbrush so you don't forget. Start with 1,000 micrograms and see how you feel. Next is vitamin D3. Look for a soft gel with at least 2,000 IU of cholecalciferol, that's the natural form. Since it needs fat to absorb, take it with a tiny snack in the evening, like a spoon of nut butter or a little cheese. Don't take it with a huge meal, as that can mess with your sleep. Aim for 20 to 30 minutes before bed. Finally, add vitamin K2. You want the MK7 form, about 100 to 200 micrograms. Take this right along with your D3. They are a team, especially at night. Again, a little fat helps. If you take other meds, keep these vitamins at least an hour apart from your prescriptions unless your doctor says it's okay. I suggest making a little bedtime ritual tray with your water and supplements. Consistency is the key here. It won't happen overnight, but over a few weeks, these nutrients will help reset your system and rebuild your leg strength from the inside out. B12 under the tongue, then D3 and K2 with a tiny snack, all about 30 minutes before sleep. Keep it simple and let your body do the healing. Once you have that routine down, we can take it one step further. There are 3 simple daily habits that will help your body absorb these vitamins even better and get you stronger legs faster. First, hydrate like you mean it. A lot of seniors don't realize that dehydration makes legs weak. When fluids are low, blood gets thick, circulation drops, and muscles can't grab nutrients. You can take all the vitamins in the world, but without water, they can't get where they need to go. That ache at night, it might just be thirst. A study showed even mild dehydration drops leg endurance by 14%. Don't chug water all at once. Just sip a glass every 90 minutes while you're awake. Stop drinking an hour before bed so you aren't up all night using the bathroom. This simple step turns water into a delivery system for your vitamins. Second, watch your dinner. If you eat a heavy, sugary, or starchy meal late, your body spends all night digesting instead of repairing. That kills your recovery time. Digestion slows down in the evening, and a big meal can block D3 and K2 absorption. Keep dinner light. A piece of chicken or an egg with some greens is perfect. Give yourself a 2-hour buffer before you take your supplements. You'll wake up with less pain and sleep better too. Third, and this is underrated, do some gentle leg movements before bed. I'm not talking about exercise, I'm talking about circulation. Just 5 minutes of movement gets the blood flowing to deliver those vitamins to the muscle tissue. Try 10 seated leg extensions, roll your ankles, or do some slow heel raises. These little movements signal your nerves that your legs are alive and ready to heal. Research shows this can boost nighttime blood flow to the legs by 22% and cut down on cramping. B12 for the nerves, D3 for muscle growth, and K2 to direct the calcium. Combine that with water, a light dinner, and a little movement, and you are setting yourself up for real success. You don't need risky meds or extreme workouts. You just need to give your body the right tools at the right time. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Are you taking any of these already, or are you going to start tonight? Leave a comment below. I read and reply to every single one. If this helped you, please hit like, share it with a friend, and subscribe to Dr. James Caldwell for more health tips designed for seniors. Stay strong, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next.